Step into the eerie silence of the world's top 10 largest abandoned cities. Ghost towns once bustling, now monuments to times and tales forgotten. In the silent echoes of these forsaken streets, whispers of sadness, destruction, and mystery linger. On our first stop, we head to the scorched landscapes of the Mojave Desert in California. Kelso, established in 1905, was once a booming hub for the Union Pacific Railroad. Its prime location along the Los Angeles and Salt Lake City Railroad route made it a bustling center for transportation. At its peak, the town housed railroad workers, miners, and local processing plant employees. Over time, the advent of diesel-powered locomotives led to its decline. The population left, leaving behind a silent and decaying city. All that is left is a ghost town visited by tourists and the occasional film production. Its historic buildings, like the Kelso depot, remind us of its once booming economy. A town abandoned but not forgotten, Kelso continues to tell its story through the echoes of its past. From the heat of the Mojave Desert, we travel to the smoldering depths of Centralia, Pennsylvania. This town was once a thriving coal mining hub, home to over 2,000 residents. Then in 1962, a coal mine fire ignited, rendering Centralia a living nightmare. Despite efforts to put it out, the fire has continued to burn for over 60 years by using the coal deposits below as fuel for the flames. Centralia now presents a chilling spectacle, smoke seeping from the ground, vacant buildings and overgrown vegetation. Its eerie ambience inspired the Silent Hill franchise. Unbelievably, a handful of residents still remain. In 1992, the state condemned Centralia, seizing properties and declaring it a public health hazard. A ghost town in the truest sense, Centralia serves as an unsettling reminder of the perils of mining and the relentless power of Mother Nature. From the fiery depths of Centralia, we journey to the lush landscape of Mudurnu, Turkey. Amidst rolling hills lies Burj Al-Babas, which was a lavish development project launched in 2014. The ambitious project aimed to offer 732 identical luxury mini-castles to global investors. Complete with amenities like spas, sports courts, shopping centers, and restaurants, it promised a lavish lifestyle. Unfortunately, financial strains halted construction in 2018. Consequently, only a few of these castles were ever completed, and the current residents are stray cats and dogs. It's a reminder of how sometimes people come up with truly bizarre ideas. After the ghostly silence of Burj Al-Babas, we land in the Far East at New Taipei City, Taiwan. Here, amidst traditional temples and bustling markets, lies a unique architectural anomaly, the Sanzhi Pod City. Also known as the Sanzhi UFO houses, this resort complex was initially conceived as a futuristic vacation destination in the late 1970s. The project was ambitious, aiming to attract tourists, including US military personnel stationed in Taiwan. The structures, resembling flying saucers or UFOs, were to house amenities like swimming pools, restaurants, and recreational facilities. However, the lofty dreams of a seaside utopia soon plummeted into a nightmare. Financial difficulties, alleged construction accidents, and rumors of supernatural occurrences plagued the project, leading to an abrupt halt in the early 1980s. From the UFO-like structures of Pod City, we journey to the heart of the Mediterranean. Here we find Craco, Italy, nestled in Basilicata, a medieval hilltop town standing as a silent sentinel. With a history dating to the 8th century, Craco was once a farming and cultural hub. It survived invasions and flourished until the mid-20th century. The problem started with a series of natural disasters, including a broken water main that caused gigantic mudslides. This led to the city's gradual abandonment. If that wasn't enough, major earthquakes continued to drive the residents away, leaving the town nearly deserted by the 1970s. Today, its atmospheric ruins attract many artists. Its narrow, aged streets serving as filming locations for several movies, including The Passion of the Christ, and more recently, Quantum of Solace. This historic ghost town stands as a stark reminder of a vibrant past. We now traverse to Bombay Beach, California. Once a flourishing resort destination by the Salton Sea, this small community now wears an eerie, post-apocalyptic aura. Bombay Beach bloomed in the early 1900s, drawing tourists and vacationers with its waterfront properties and recreational opportunities. A mid-century boom saw the rise of hotels, restaurants, and amenities catering to those seeking refuge from city life. Unfortunately, the 1970s brought on a drastic downturn. The Salton Sea, once a symbol of luxury, began to suffer from pollution, salinity, and agricultural runoff. The environmental issues led to a rapid decline in tourism, causing a mass exodus for most of its residents. Abandoned buildings, decaying infrastructure, and a desolate landscape, the littered remnants of a prosperous past. Despite its dilapidated appearance, Bombay Beach and the Salton Sea have become modern-day tourist attractions for the curious travelers passing through. From the post-apocalyptic paradise of Bombay Beach, we head north to the chilling remnants of a town from the Gold Rush era. Meet Bod California, a well-preserved ghost town from the American West. Founded in 1859, Bodie quickly morphed into a thriving gold mining town by the 1870s. A mix of lawlessness and civilization, it was filled with saloons, brothels, and gambling halls. Over time, the gold veins depleted, along with the city's prosperity. By the early 20th century, it started to decline, and it was nearly deserted by the 1940s. Today, Bodie is a California State Historic Park and a national landmark. Its preserved buildings offer a peek into a bygone era. Its spookiness and genuine Old West charm have made this ghost town a popular tourist destination. Our journey takes us now to the Far East, to a desolate island with a dark past. Hashima Island, otherwise known as Battleship Island, earned its name due to its shape seen from a distance. Located off Nagasaki, it was a bustling coal mining hub developed by Mitsubishi Corporation in the late 19th century. With high-rise buildings for workers and their families, Hashima became densely populated. However, the shift away from coal and towards petroleum as a primary source of energy contributed significantly to the island's decline in population. By the 1970s, coal production had fallen to a fraction to where it once was, and the island was deserted by its residents, leaving a ghost town of decaying buildings. Despite its desolate beauty, Hashima has since attracted tourists, explorers, and filmmakers intrigued by its haunting atmosphere and history. It has been captured in movies and even video games. America seems to have the record for most ghost towns. We are back this time in Detroit, Michigan. Once an icon of America's manufacturing prowess, Detroit has transformed into a symbol of urban decay. Known as the Motor City, it was the hub of the automobile industry in the 20th century. As manufacturing jobs shifted overseas, the population dramatically shrunk. By 2000, Detroit lost over half of its residents, a trend aggravated by the 2008 financial crisis. Many neighborhoods are now epitomized by abandoned structures, giving it the moniker America's Ghost City. Amidst the ruins, indications of hope and resilience are visible, with new communities working to reignite the city's spirit and restore it to her former glory. Our final stop takes us to the chilling heart of Ukraine, Chernobyl. It's a haunting testament to the disastrous impact of nuclear power. In 1986, a devastating explosion at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant forced a hasty evacuation of Pripyat. Once a bustling city, it was deserted overnight. Decaying buildings and abandoned streets now depict a disturbing image of a post-apocalyptic world. The ghostly amusement park with its rusting Ferris wheel serves as a stark reminder of lost, vibrant lives. Chernobyl now is a ghost town, its silence the perils of human error and the catastrophic consequences it can cause. Despite the desolation, it will serve as an important lesson for generations to come. We hope you found this video informative. Please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more insightful travel content. Don't forget to join us again as we delve into more compelling topics. And remember to always stay curious.